We are back. As price hangs out at 30,012. And that's right. Kind of looking like it's trying to kind of curl up here to the upside. Back towards, obviously we know 30,100 or higher. Got like some kind of bullish structure, right? High put in, retracement, lower high, but then we had equal highs up here. So it's kind of shaky. 15-minute chart looks a little better. As long as we can hold, in my opinion, that 14 EMA at 29,982. Possibly more expansion back to the upside. Jay loves, I'm ready. Oh man, gotta love the chat. Give me 1 second here, guys. Trying to pull this up. Let's see. All right, so let's kind of see how this plays out. I mean, it's looking promising. You had to push up, retracement to the EMA, and then a push for more continuation. So it's looking like longs are possibly the move. So I like the structure that's being built basically right off 30,000, chat. Yeah, I'll check something. For possibly more upside here, right? So that's what I'm kind of looking at here. So I think, yeah, I mean, it looks like an honest attempt to kind of head higher. I think 29,992 would be the area that needs to probably hold. So I am gonna, let me see. The market waits for DMONEY. Oh man. Yeah, I think hold on 1 second here. See if we get a wick down here for an entry for a possible long here, chat. Trying to ride it. For a possible breakout to the upside. Yeah, so it looks good here, chat, to be honest. Trying a quick long. Let's see if we get a pop here. I'm gonna try to ride this a little bit. I mean, I see it breaking out of the range. The next logical place could be that 50 area or higher. So just had a break above from 11 back to 26. So of course we're gonna get a pullback now, but I mean, the 15-minute chart has 3 minutes left. I'm gonna wait because it looks like a V-shaped recovery kind of happening. I think try to get at least 15 points here, 10, 15 points on a push. To the upside, chat. That's what I'm looking at. So I mean, because you got room all the way to 30,100. So had about 5 points and then a pullback, but $15-minute candle has 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Can they kind of get some momentum going here? I think can pop momentum candle to the upside. Kind of bazooka this thing up towards 30,040 or higher. I mean, 15-minute candle looks solid, so see if the bulls can keep the party going. Maybe up to this like little area 56 or higher. It's been stuck basically since lunchtime. Kind of like below these lows. So, and then here we go with the pullback, right? So you had like 5 points, 6 points, something like that. You got a new 15-minute candle that's going to open up. Wish my entry was a little lower, to be honest, right off that 14, guys. That would have been like a 50-point trade. Easy 50-point trade, to be honest. But let's kind of see how this plays. Entry was 18. Gonna give this some time here, see if we get a pop for a continuation, guys. New 15-minute candle is gonna open up here in about 25 seconds. So trying to be a little patient to kind of see if we get continuation on that new candle to the upside. So we'll switch back to it in a second. Entry was 30,023. Hate that I didn't get a little bit better entry, to be honest, but that's life. All right, let's see. Can we get a pop here? All right, can we get a pop up to like 50, 49, 50 area? Had a lot of stalling already, so you're kind of trying to anticipate they're gonna push, but kind of just floating. Yeah, 56, man. 56 is the area, but question is, do they want a deeper retracement first? Yeah, see, I hate that my entry, it's not always perfect, chat, right? So I hate that my entry was not a little better, to be honest, to kind of ride this right off the EMA, man. I hate that because that was a perfect entry, but $55. All right, there's 10 points, chat. Don't want to get, I'll take the 10 on the first trade, I think, right? Let this kind of play out. So we'll take the W there and probably regroup. Only because my entry's not the best, so I'm not gonna let it come back and stop me out. Right, I do feel that we're headed towards that 100 level, but I wanted an entry off the EMA. We'll take the W, guys. Drop a W in chat if you took the long, you got paid. Maybe your entry was better than mine, right? If my entry was down here off 30,000, guys, I mean, you would have been chilling. That was like a 35-point trade, so. I mean, that 15-minute candle looks ideal. For more continuation. There's 38. Yeah, I mean, it looks like we're in the midst of a recovery here, back to the upside. So I just, you know, when you're you didn't get in on the bottom wick, etc., you're kind of waiting, and that's just what it is, guys. So yeah, see if we'll get another pullback. Definitely not looking for anything short at the moment. Don't think that that's the move, right? I mean, You can kind of see that bullish reaction, guys, right off the EMA. You got a high put in up here above 30,000. Retracement to the EMA, some kind of support built out, and then you get an expansion back higher to kind of retake out these highs. That's what it's looking like. It's just funny that it happens like start pushing. So this is at 2:20 time. Maybe we get fireworks kind of going into MOC as well. It's crazy, chat. I got to get used to trading 2 to 4 again, because I was obviously rocking out like 12 to 4. So it's kind of like, you're like, man, I'm like looking at it like, man, it's already 2:20. You got power hour at 3 o'clock. Got to get used to this time. If you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. Had a really good morning session. Just had another winning trade here. So trying to get to 1,000 likes. That'll put us at 3,000 plus on the day. So right now we're gonna ramp up here, kind of going into power hour. So we got over 50, we got about 1,600 people tuned into the show. And I'm trying to see the likes. Give me 1 second here. So we're sitting at 313 likes, guys. So do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know the vibes. So got to keep the party going. Yeah, I think we popped these highs, guys. I think so these are the highs up here, and I think we're headed there. I mean, you can kind of see it, right? 15-minute chart. Messed up and traded a mini instead of a micro, gave back $156. Yeah, you got to be careful with that. I've done that, or vice versa, right? You think that you're copy trading, and you go with too large size because you obviously you think you're copy trading, and you're not copy trading. You're trading one account. It's like crazy. So I've been there. Happens. James W6B4T, what up, DMONEY? Hey, what up? How are you? 3 o'clock. Yeah, 3 o'clock's coming up in power hour. Yeah, I was 2.5 drawdown. So you're saying 2,500 in drawdown on my funded back to break even. Hey, that's a win. All right, so the bottom of the box is 55, chat. This is a 5-minute chart. Look at that 5-minute candle just pushing up like it wants to kind of go higher. Took a quick, yeah. Caught a little bit of that pop. You had to be quick on that, but you can see the expansion here, chat. I mean, it literally, that bottom wick. And all of a sudden, we're at the box. It's crazy, man. MOC might have some fireworks. I'm hoping MOC gets us a crazy pop or something, right? I mean, because it's been tame, to be honest. I don't know. Let me check really quick if there's earnings, like crazy earnings today or anything. don't see anything here. So so I see, yeah, that's tomorrow. Looks like you got Salesforce. Got quite a bit on the 28th. You got Costco. You got Dell on the 28th. All right, so $30,048.75. I mean, it's map out this level. Blew out an account trading during lunch with this back and forth. Should have known better. Became frustrated. Yeah, that happens. But it's almost like, you know, you had obviously some kind of like range here, but when you're trying to buy off the lows, trying to anticipate a push higher, right? And now that we broke out of this, because I mean, you can draw it out as a range. You basically gotta say we were stuck in a range. That's all. We were stuck in a range here, so we just broke out to the upside. That's pretty much what it was. So if you're stuck in a range and the momentum, obviously, you know, overall, see how you had the high? This was just chop. So if you're trying to buy off the wicks, you're putting your stop below the bottom of the box and you're trying to let it ride. That's why I was disappointed that my entry on that trade wasn't a little lower. Could have got more, definitely more points. But I think they make an attempt here, guys, to kind of pop that box. Up here towards 30,000, like 80. I'm going to drop a poll to give you guys some time to get ready for power hour, right? So all right, so you got three options, chat. So you got pump, dump, or I'm still crunk from yesterday. We know that yesterday was Memorial Day here in the States. So the reality is that we know that some people love to party, and they could be under the influence, chat. So we're well aware. So right now, you got about 100 votes, 54%. Feel like the market's gonna pump. You got 24% feel like it's gonna dump in power hour, and then you got 22% of the chat that's actually saying that they're still crunk from yesterday. So Big Brawley man is saying that he is still crunk. We gave him a timeout at the end of the stream for some unruly comments, so we got to keep an eye on him. Oh man. Take profit trader, chat. You're running out of time. Today's the last day. 50% off, no activation fee. Using the code PW. You know the vibes. If you're still mess up at this time from yesterday, you have a problem. Hey, I'm just saying. All right, so this is your kind of 1 hour area, right? So looking like we're gonna break through it. Five-minute chart, that previous candle closed as a doji, but then this candle just took out the current candle's high. So there you go, 56. I think you get the bazooka here, guys. 58. If not now, could be coming, right? Because it's actually this. I mean, you don't have a bottom wick, current 15-minute candle, but so not a strong retracement. But the previous candle didn't have a strong one either. So it only had basically from 25, about 3 or 4 points. So it didn't take much. Might get some fireworks here, kind of going into Power Hour and possibly MOC today. Let's see, 33. So we got this, this is the bottom account down here, right? It's up 925. So we'll see what else we can get here, guys. We got an hour and a half and we got some room. So obviously these top 3 accounts, that's from this the morning session. So you got the bottom account here up 925. So we'll see what we can get, you know, for the rest of the session here. Just kind of saw the bounces. Some of these trades are moving kind of fast, but hopefully we'll get a retracement and more upside. That's what I'm hoping for. Maybe we get back to 30,018 and then push up. Got room. I think every pullback right now could be running a risk of getting bought up. You basically got 60 points. We got 60 points, guys, to the top of that range roughly. So there's room. As this 5-minute candle basically just says, like, today's not the day to fade the bulls at the moment, right? It's not that time. So 15-minute chart looks bullish. 1 hour chart, 26 minutes left. Still a lot of time. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty clean looking, kind of like V-shaped recovery on the higher time frame. My A plus is a quick wick down to hurt some people, then up. Yeah, exactly. I mean, because we're kind of tapping that, you know, this level, but do we get it? That's the question. Or does it just take off? Was this enough consolidation for price to kind of just take off? Because now you got all these higher lows being put in, right? Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. Current candle 5-minute chart, the higher low. What do you think about Power Hour? I got puts on QQQ. Justin, yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, if the momentum continues, I think we're going to obviously push higher. I mean, that's the thing. But or that could be MOC time, like, right, where we push higher, kind of reclaiming those highs. You already had the retracement, like I kind of talked about, to the 14 EMA on the 1-hour chart. So kind of looking like a put breakout retracement and then continue higher. That's what I'm seeing right now, unless that changes, right? Unless the momentum all of a sudden shifts. So right now, right, if you go long, you put your stop below 44, right? Current previous 5-minute candle low. And if it breaks that low, then you know that there could be a deeper kind of like retracement coming, as an example, right? As we kind of grind here to the upside. And then you're targeting, to be honest, probably 100 level. I mean, it could be possible. So that's how I kind of trade when we're especially putting in like kind of like bullish momentum and price is just kind of grinding. You can at least have a measured stop chat, where if it takes you out, you can live with it and try to re-enter. So that's what I'm trying right now, right? And I'm gonna see if it takes out 44, guys, I'm perfectly fine with that. I'll just look to re-enter maybe on a deeper retracement. Trying to anticipate that we're going to grind higher. So we'll see, right? If it rejects down, that's fine, right? I've already had a winning trade, not going to sweat it. The accounts will still be green. And I think it's worth the risk based off of kind of like the price action that we're having, right? So if they want to give a deeper retracement, so be it. But I know that there's room to probably 104 or higher. So, but if it's not now, that's fine. Because maybe they want to come back to the 14 EMA, right? And that's okay. That's a better entry for me, right? So got an invalidation point if it doesn't work. And that, I mean, you don't have a long top bottom wick on the current 30-minute candle. I do see that, right? It's not a long. See how it's small, guys? Didn't have a deep retracement. So that's got to be a little concerned about that. But we'll see. Yep, not looking good now. So maybe they want a deeper retracement before going higher. Give it a second. It probably might stop me out because I'm at 43.5. Probably won't give it that, to be honest. So if it doesn't bounce here, I'll probably manually close. Yep. So I got stopped out. So they probably want a deeper retracement now. And that's fine. All right, I'll wait. Let it come back down. Maybe put in a higher low. Maybe form some kind of higher low. And then push up. Right, tried to basically join the continuation to the upside on that trade, and it didn't work. And that happens, right? So had a winner, had a loser so far. In this session. And I wasn't willing to give it more than that, guys, right? Because if we literally just took out 2 candles lows, 5-minute chart. So I wasn't willing to give it more than that. 15-minute candles having a bit of a hard time as well. That top wick being formed. And what's been happening, like when I'm like stopped out, chat, a lot of times you'll get a deeper retracement. So maybe that 14 EMA could be in play, 30,026. So I'm also looking at that, right? Could be a retracement to the 14 EMA. We couldn't go higher. Couldn't go higher at the moment, right? So we'll have to see how they play this. 30,025. You gotta love it. Somebody's gonna get trapped here, right? So kind of holding the bag. 14 EMA, do they have it in them, right? The bears to kind of get us down here before going higher. Or are they gonna yoke it back? Stop me out and push right back up. That's what it's looking like. $30,039. What time is it? 2:43. So we got power hour coming up here in about less than 16 minutes. 1 hour candle right now. It is bullish. $25, yeah, about 10 points. Yeah, I think they might flush here. It's looking a little shaky. Like that EMA could be in play, guys. 30,024. Failed to put in a higher high, right, compared to their previous. And actually, you got equal highs up here. 60.75 and 60.50. So that's equal highs as well, chat. That level needs to be broken for more momentum, momentum to the upside. So until we break that, it's going to be a problem for the bulls. Shout out to Azar. He's saying that I just took profit, hit buy this morning and closed my eyes. Nice. Get your votes in, chat. Get your votes in. You're running out of time here. Coming up on that 3 o'clock hour for power hour up or down. Not the best strategy, lol. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people they saw that open yesterday, chat, and they were like, man, like we're headed to 30K, right? So a lot of people were kind of on that. It seems like they were kind of anticipating that upside momentum in the market. So do me a solid if you haven't already, guys. We got over 2,000 people tuned into the show. I appreciate the support. I don't take it for granted. So do me a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. We're out here trying to make a little monies. We got basically just kind of waiting for confirmation either direction. Bulls or bears, right? Low retracement here. Bulls don't want us back below short term, I think 30,025, right? Because that's the 14 EMA. So you were looking almost something similar like here, chat. You had a 2 candle pattern, then a push up. So same thing here, right? 2 candle bearish pattern, then a push back up. That looks really, that actually looks, could be promising here, to be honest. Towards 47. So we'll see how this kind of candle closes. You got 2 minutes left on the current candle, so need to give it some time. Definitely having some kind of weird price action on the current candle, but I think as long as they hold those levels, they need to hold that EMA. If they can't hold it, then no mas for the bulls. Might be a deeper retracement kind of coming into the market. Yeah. Kind of slowing down. Yeah, not looking good. Not looking good now for the bulls short term. Looking like they want to tap this 14. All right, so what do we got? We got you coming up on that last 10 minutes of this candle being open. So let's see how this plays out. Looking like they're gonna flush and tap that 14. Yep. All right, there's a 14 EMA tap, like 30,025. See how this 1 hour is starting to kind of, yeah. The 1 hour is still bullish, but I mean, you're getting that wick. But a lot of times you do get that bearish kind of reaction, guys, going into the close of the candle, and then the next candle gives you the continuation. Which would line us up perfectly for power hours. So we'll see. Somebody said holy hours. Yeah, we're gonna find out. So like in theory, guys, this would be like the bounce area if we just broke out of this area, chat. Right? That's the funny part. We were stuck in this area for like 2 hours and then we broke out of it. So is this gonna be a bounce area? Where you see my box already drawn out. This was the consolidation. So I think we could have a pretty strong reaction here, chat, to the upside. This was a bounce area, guys. And you got room up to like 60. Yeah. So this was basically the box, right, that we broke out of. So yeah, I mean, you would expect some kind of reaction if the momentum is going to continue. Pretty clean 3-bar pattern. Let's see, 20, 25-point bounce. All right, you got about a minute or so. I'm gonna close out the poll for power hour, chat. So get your votes in. Hanging out 30,037. I mean, I do feel that if we hold this EMA 25 level, I think we're gonna go up and re-challenge that 60 area. So let's see how this candle closes. It's got about 58 seconds left. What is the music? Yeah, this is Deep Focus music on YouTube, chat. I just picked random ones, so. Uh, yeah, I almost feel like this. All right, so this is the new candle, guys. Does it take off? I think so, chat. To the upside. Think along here and then targeting 58. Let me see, what would the stop be? 25? See, 15-minute chart. See, the 15-minute chart looks a little weaker. 5-minute chart looks good, but the 15-minute chart looks a little weaker with that wick, and the 30-minute chart as well. So they would have to wicky wick this thing right back up for it to be a little bit more appetizing, guys. All right, I'm gonna close the poll out, getting ready for power hour here, and then we'll kind of see if they bleed into this next candle. 688 votes, 61% feel like we're gonna go up. You got 26% feel like we're gonna dump, and 13% feel like they're still crunk from yesterday. So like now, is this a retracement to go higher on this current candle, 5-minute chart? Or are we gonna flush these lows at 20? I like the risk reward here, chat, right? So you're basically kind of playing this as if it breaks that low, you're out of it. Breaks the previous 5-minute candle low, you're out. You see something. 4-hour chart still bullish. 1-hour chart still bullish. All right, trying a quick long here, chat. Let's see if this plays or not. Not gonna give it a lot of room. 20 is gonna be the stop, so I got like 11-point stop. It's already pulling back. Yeah, that's not good. I mean, instantly, almost. Pull right back down. Probably got to wait for that new 1-hour chart. I'm still bullish, guys. It's just that we're not getting kind of like follow through. That was the line in the sand for me. So had 2 trades, had a winning trade, and then 2 trades where I got stopped. So that's just the market we're in right now. There's no follow through to the upside, right? Was trying to anticipate this as a low, kind of holding up, and then we push out of this back to the upside, but that has not happened yet. So that 30,020 was my stop, and we just took that out. And we could be in for a deeper retracement because 30,000 is the 14 EMA on the 15-minute chart. So I just saw obviously the 1-hour chart's bullish and the 4-hour chart's bullish. So wanted to kind of join that party, but maybe we get a retracement here and then we push up. So I am watching this 1-hour candle that's going to open up, because that might be the candle that takes us higher. We'll find out. All right, 30,016. Right back to that box, consolidation box. Right back inside of it, actually. You gotta love it. All right, new 1 hour candle, chat. Do we push up out of this like a psychopath to the upside, or are we gonna flush McGush? So far, straight back down. Looking like they want a deeper retracement. Maybe build out a bottom wick and then push out of this. So this is the 1 hour chart that we're looking at, right? So a lot of times they want to dig into that top wick, even if they're going to go lower, but they put in a wick immediately on the 1 hour chart and then push right back inside of the box. So that's the only issue I see, right? Typically you would love to see it kind of dig into that top wick more up here, guys, above like that 20 level. Hung out in this area for an extended period of time already, for over 2 hours. So do we end the day today inside of this box, right? That's the question. Make sure you tap the live in the right corner. Yeah. I mean, you would think they're gonna at least make an attempt to build that top wick, but 1 hour chart, guys. Push up higher with momentum. Yeah. Yep. So that's what it's, all right. So now it's looking a little more, need to reclaim this 14 though, 30,025. So I think if they do that, be off to the races, chat, to be honest. So 30,025 gets reclaimed. I think we're that's the 14 EMA, right? I want a candle to close above it. 5-minute chart. So that's the top wick. Bottom wick was already formed on the 1 hour chart now, and I think we try to dig into this top wick up here. You got until 30,060. Let me see the bottom. Where's the bottom of this candle? 4. Need 40 points. Yeah, guys. So that's so now this candle pushes down, form a bottom wick real quick, and then probably expands maybe up towards 41 if they're gonna push. Having a hard time. I mean, this 1 hour looks ready. I mean, it looks like they want it, but we know how that looks can be deceiving. Looks can be deceiving, chat. And there's still a ton of time left, kind of like before that 350 kind of time as well, but it looks like they're building this thing up. But we'll see. Back down again. It's always a little bit. Yeah, guys, you see? Yes, sir. Yes, sirski. Yes, sirski. Somebody said they're short. I would not be shorting this right now, but that's just personally me. What does DMONEY know, right? I think 30,060 level could be getting ready to get hit here, guys. So yeah, that 1 hour chart, guys, is, I think that bottom wick was put in. So the entry on that long, they wanted a deeper retracement. And now that we've kind of curled over back to the upside, you're looking for a test here of 30,060 or higher. That's just what it is. Just broke out, right? So I mean, look at the 1 hour chart now. 60 is the previous candle's high, so you're trying to see if it can get up and retest that high. Kind of had the bottom wick was put in, and that's why, guys, you got to scrap the trades that are invalid, that, you know, they're not looking like the momentum is there. If you're a momentum trader, you got to scrap it, because there's going to be an opportunity. If the momentum is really stepping into the market, you're going to be able to join the party to the upside here. Look out for 30,060 here, chat. That is the level of interest. You just got up to 47. Got a minute and 12 seconds left on the current candle. So somebody said they were shorting. Unfortunately, you gotta incorporate the higher time frame, to be honest with you, because if you look at the higher time frame right now, we know that the 1 hour and 4 hour chart was bullish. You just had a nice retracement on the 1 hour chart, and you're starting to span back to the upside. So I would say be careful. Right, I don't know where your stop is, but this level here is trying to get hit. All right, so now you're kind of waiting. It's 310. Had a nice bounce, 5-minute chart, previous candle. This candle pushes down, forms a bottom wick, and then tries to test maybe that 60 level, 55 to 60 level. All right, that was 30,054.25. You know, it's funny, chat, because you're like, sometimes your entry, I talk about that a lot. Sometimes your entry is just a little early for the longs and they want a deeper retracement, right? So you got to know when to kind of get out and let it do its thing and then try to join the party. All right, there it is. So there's the box. Box got tapped. Whoever said they were shorting, unfortunately, like I said, you might want to kind of reevaluate off the higher time frame. But 30,056.75 just got hit here, guys. So you got the highs. So keep in mind, these equal highs up here need to get broken for us to go higher. So it might take a bazooka to kind of get through that 30,060 level, but that's the area that needs to get broken for us to go up and re-challenge 30,000 like 120 area, chat. My entries are terrible. I'm working on them. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's just how it is, chat. I mean, you guys saw, I mean, I had to basically kind of fight back on this account, but because I got chopped, you know, on a couple trades and my entry was early. I mean, you got to call it what it is. I mean, I didn't have, right? So they want a deeper retracement, so be it. I mean, that's just trading, guys. I mean, you're not gonna, even if you got the directional move correct, it doesn't mean that, you know, you're not going to have losers, because if your entry was early, as an example, right? I mean, it is what it is. Just part of trading. I mean, that's just, you know, the question is, do you have enough conviction to re-enter? Not gonna lie, guys. This thing, this new soundtrack got some jams on it. Got some jiggy jams. You gotta love it. All right, 30,055. You got Lucid accounts, chat. 2 accounts, 50% off using the code PW. That is rare, so I would advise you to take advantage. So that bottom account now, we're back to 1305 on that account. These are top accounts I traded this morning. So it is what it is. We'll take it. Lucid, I got 2 accounts. I'm gonna submit a payout tonight, 6 o'clock. Don't you worry. We will be submitting another payout tonight, guys. You know what's funny is that I talk about it all the time, guys. You want to see everybody win. There's enough room in the space for people to win. You get people out there that sometimes they kind of throw shots and they say slick stuff and all that, but then when you post your payouts and like all that, they get quiet, guys. They don't have anything to say. It's like crazy that they get missing, right? Like, all right, there's a 60 level just got hit. You gotta love this craziness, chat. Look at this. I mean, all right, so the equal highs got taken out. And you're kind of watching to see if we get more follow through here to the upside towards that 30,100. So these were the equal highs, guys. If you haven't already, do me a solid, guys. Hit the like button. Saw a lot of W's in the chat. If you haven't already, do me a solid. Got to get to 1,000 likes, chat. That'll get us to basically 3,000 plus likes total on the day. So trying to keep the streak alive of 3,000 plus likes. So do your boy a solid if you haven't already. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know the vibes. We got 634 likes and we have 2,400 people tuned into the show, chat. So got some work to do. So the question is, do they need a deeper pullback or do we just explode now towards 30,100? So I think you have to be mindful that this is the next target. Let me do this now, guys, so you guys kind of know, right? That's the next kind of like area if the momentum kind of picks up here to the upside. Need to break. I'll just put it here. And you want somebody said 0 trades taken. Hey, I mean, nothing wrong with that. If you don't see anything, if you don't see your setups, there's nothing wrong with not taking anything. Maybe a double top, maybe. Yeah, that's Lucid Flex accounts, chat. Yeah, that's Lucid Flex. So kind of covered it this morning, but I know we got people that didn't tune in to the show this morning. So the reality is, right, everybody's always kind of talking like they want to know, oh, like what's your win rate and like all that. So these 2 accounts on request tonight, market close, right? You can't do it, I think, until like 6. This kind of gives you the breakdown of the last 10 trading days here, guys. And there's nothing, I mean, I think I did the math because yesterday's trade was like 100% as well. So that'll put us overall, you basically just add up, you know, you can do the math and add up your percentage, right? Divided by 10, you got 10 trading days there. And that works out to be about 72% win rate overall, right? So you don't have to, you're going to have some losing trades, but it's all about how you kind of manage it, guys. So, but yeah, this is the last 10 days. Lucid Flex, no consistency rule, and the funded stage. You can get a payout every 5 days, no buffer, right? So you can request half of your basically balance in your account up to the max payout. And yeah, I mean, so tonight will be payout night for these accounts. So use the code PW. You know the vibes. A lot of times people think that you're like kind of just throwing darts at a wall, guys, and you're like making stuff up. But the reality is that, you know, you can bat 50-60%. There's people out there that got that are profitable, guys, and they actually have a lower win rate. So that's just what it is. So, but yeah, I just basically, you can add them all up, divided by 10 days. It's at like 72%. So now with that stay, no, I mean, you're going to fluctuate, chat. Are you going to, it's going to change, right? You might get it. You might go on a streak where it's lower, to be honest. I mean, nobody's perfect. You guys saw the payout I posted last week for these two accounts. So, you know, at some point, you know, I think it's 5 payouts or something, and you get moved to live with Lucid. So, but the flex accounts I like because, yeah, I mean, you can't pass them in one day. But to be honest, chat, you know, it's I guess your patience, right? It's all about your patience. If you don't have the patience to try to pass in multiple days, then okay, maybe the flex isn't for you. But who taught me how to trade? Well, I mean, I've been trading for over 10 years. Obviously, I watched PW for 2 years before. It's crazy that, you know, he offered me obviously an opportunity to be a part of the BDH, guys. So, but I've been trading for 10 years, chat, right? Stock options, penny stocks, you name it, I've probably tried it. Forex, right? Forex was, I actually traded Forex before futures, and I mean, that was very, very interesting, chat. Very interesting, to say the least. So let me see if I can find, hold on one second. I think they're still open, guys. Hold on one second. Let me check something. I think, now that I think about it, I think these guys are still open, but they're under somebody else. Hold on one second, guys. Let me see. I think they're like, so I think, yeah, these guys are still open, chat. So who out there remembers the funded trader? Guys, this like who out there remembers these guys? This was the prop firm. This was the Forex prop firm that basically, guys, these guys went out of business. Like, I literally had an $85,000 payout from these guys, and they literally one day, you go to the website, chat, and it was literally gone. Like, they're like they're like, oh, we've ceased operations. It's crazy, man. Chat. Yeah, it's crazy. So what did I do before trading full time? Yeah, I was in my background is retail management, chat. I have a business management degree, bachelor's degree, 4-year degree. So, and I've managed $100 million plus stores, right? Walmart as a store manager, Target, was an ops manager at Amazon, right? Operations manager, million square foot facility. So yeah, I'm very familiar with managing like big teams, chat, of people, right? Like hundreds of people, 400 or 500 people, etc. So that's my background. Denny, Forex is a scam. Yeah. So what happened, chat, is that so there was props out there that basically there was some stuff that leaked out on the Forex side, Forex prop, because I was trading Forex prop firms because I don't have dual citizenship, chat, right? So if you're out there and you're like, maybe you're from Jamaica or something, you're Jamaican and you got dual citizenship, you're good because you can go with regulated brokers like IC Market and like all that, right? But I don't have dual citizenship. So I tried to work around, I couldn't get it. So my only option was prop firms, chat, like Forex prop firms. And man, these guys, there was prop firms that there's information that leaked from them, like kind of before Fast Track on the Forex side, there was props out there that was basically saying like, oh yeah, slip them, right? Like slip them, like they're profitable. Like, so people were getting in at whatever price. Like right now we're looking at 30,055. You think you're getting in at 55 and you're getting in at, you're getting in at, you know, they putting you in at 30,080 or something, right? and like, so you're getting slipped on purpose to make sure that you don't make money. Because there's no regulation, guys. There wasn't regulation. So that's why, you know, futures, you know, you're trading through TradeAvate prop, etc., right? Those are regulated brokers, guys. So the price I see is the price you see is the price that the next person sees. So longs all day. Yeah, that's what it's been. You buy the retracement and ride it up. Only two losing days all month. Second payout tomorrow after hitting 40%. Nice. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, chat. Like, you don't have to, you're gonna have losing trades. There's nothing wrong with losing trades because they're gonna happen. You can't control them. Sometimes you're off your entry, whatever it is, you're gonna have losers. That's just part of the game, right? So the reality is though, is that it doesn't mean that you have to have a red day. Right? A lot of times you turn it into a red day because that losing trade puts you on tilt. And then all of a sudden you're playing defense, right? You're like, oh man, like I got to get that money back. Right? I got to get that money back. I got to get it back today. Like I don't want to wait. And then all of a sudden we know how that works. So, all right. So what are we sitting at? 30,053. Getting a bit of a issue here, kind of struggling to kind of put in new highs, right? Pop the high, pop that equal high and then pull back. So I think maybe this builds out, puts in a higher low, and then maybe we try to span back to the upside. So we'll see how this plays out. 328. I mean, I feel like today has flown, chat. I don't know where the time went. The worst is when you fumble a payout and try to rush to get funded again or not, or out from DLL. Oh yeah, 100%. I've said that, chat, because hopefully that's gonna prevent. And I'm waiting for a pullback here, right? So I don't see a setup, so I gotta be patient. So I'm actually, so chat, I couldn't tell you. The reason why I talk about it is because it will hopefully prevent somebody from doing it, but you're still gonna do it because that's just how it is. I've had multiple payouts, guys, literally sitting there. All I had to do was flip, and you know, you want it more. you want it to be your biggest trading day, right? Versus like just a standard flip day. For a couple, you know, $300 or $400 extra dollars on your payout versus just letting it. It's crazy, man. I've done that so many times, guys. Anybody that tells you like, and if you haven't experienced it yet, I'm happy for you, but you're probably gonna experience it. So, Thanks for the $5 tip. You didn't have to do that. Man in a box racing. You think you're playing defense, really be on all team offense trying to get that crap back. Yeah. I mean, another pullback, it seems like to go higher, chat. Right? I mean, we'll have to see how this plays. It's 3:30, so got a 30-minute candle just closed out. It is bullish. Are we going to push down now, form some kind of bottom wick, and then push out of this thing back to the upside, right? Ideally, you would want some kind of deeper bottom wick to maybe push higher. Switch, just give me 1 second, guys. Like, where's that music coming from? It's from a whole different. I'm like, get out of here. This thing is a little too deep for 3:30 in the afternoon. That's right. All right, there you go. There's the pop 62. Another retracement close to the 1445 and then an expansion right back up. So all right, we're gonna do the MOC poll here, chat. See what you guys think. Oh, look at Denny. Look at chat. Look at Denny with the $10 tip here. Denny, we appreciate the tip, buddy, but we're not losing. I mean, geez. So you got Denny here, chat. He's saying that D-Money will be losing at basketball. Don't you worry. Nobody's worried, so you know we're definitely not worried, but we appreciate the yeah, exactly. We already had that poll, Denny. Don't try to pull a fast one on the chat. We already had the poll, and the poll said that you were losing, sir. So you can't try to pull a fast one on the chat like they forgot. All right, we're gonna drop the MOC. All right, we got the poll rolling here, chat. Get your votes in. Look at Denny. Look at Denny. Denny's just dropping cash in here. Well, sir, we appreciate the big baller status here, but hey, we're gonna hit the like there. Thanks for the $10 tip. The poll is biased and wrong. Okay. All right, so what do we got here, chat? You got up, down, or Spurs win tonight. So we know we got game 5. That series is tied. That's right. That is right. All them tips ain't gonna help you, Diddy, on the court. Exactly. Exactly. Hey, my point exactly. You need to get a buddy to the chat if you want to win the poll. Oh man, 30,067 chat. So I mean, you hate this that they're gonna push this thing before, right? So 30,100. Is the level of interest, and I kind of feel like we're building up to kind of get up there. 1 hour chart looks cray with little Ray. A lot of bullish momentum right now, guys, in the market. So like I said earlier, it's hard to be wanting to try to fight this and go the opposite direction when every pullback is getting bought right back up. So maybe we get some kind of retracement now down, and then you get continuation higher, right? Because you had a pop, retracement, pop, small retracement, pop, maybe a small retracement, and then we push out of this above 79. So it's 335. Curious if MOC is going to be some fireworks here with the momentum kind of building up in the market towards that 100 level or new highs, kind of going out with a bang day after Memorial Day, kind of making a statement. That's what I think, guys. I think longs here, right? You break in the previous candle high, 30,000, possibly 78, and then you expand up towards 100. Break 100, then you're headed obviously up to 120. I'm just watching to prepare for the last 280 I need for a payout. Yeah, I hear you on that. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, the 30-minute candle looks strong, chat. You got a bullish engulfing candle on the previous 30-minute candle that just closed out. So that is very interesting as well. Like I said, there's nothing right now kind of screaming to get short. Got a bullish engulfing candle right off the 14. So just from a price action standpoint, that's not something that you want to fight necessarily, kind of going into the close. What's the purple and red EMA on your trade debate? Yeah, so it's 1450 and 200 EMA. So yeah, the EMAs are you can see them actually over here, chat. I know it might be a little hard to see but see a 14, 15, 200 EMA. Those are the three EMAs. So yeah, 20,100 level. It's a level of interest. You had that nice bearish kind of PW's bull flags kind of printing here, right? You had the 3 lows here, then you had a break to the upside, right? On a bull flag breakout. Hey, DMONEY, is the 90-10 split prior or after the payout? Meaning, is 2,000 net take home or is it 1,800? Yeah, so it's actually it's gonna be 1,800. So yeah, it's gonna be 1,800. All right, you got about getting close to, you got less than, all right, right at 10 minutes for MOC, guys. Get your vote in. Get your vote in now. So if you're a bull, you want a retracement. You want some kind of higher low. Basically, this area here, you don't want it to get taken out because you want that level to hold, because that's the breakout area. And then we just expand higher, right? So you're anticipating 30,063 level holds up, and then we just pull away from this area back to the upside towards 100. Got to get 1,000 likes, guys. Do me a solid, hit the like button. We're rocking out all day. I'll be back tomorrow as well, 9 o'clock, trying to make a little money. You guys know the vibes. So looks like we're sitting at 778 likes. We're almost there, chat. We got 2,300 people rocking out. Do your boy a solid, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. Come on, man. 100 level, that's the area of interest, chat. Top of the box is roughly 30,118.75. So just crazy that they're kind of pushing it right before kind of that MOC time. So is MOC like trading news? Yeah, sometimes it's pretty eventful, a lot of volatility. So you got to be careful, right? I would say be smart, chat. If you are green on the day, maybe you were red and you fought back to green or something. I mean, you do what you want with your accounts, but you know, I would do everything I could to protect those profits, chat. Tomorrow's another day, right? Tomorrow's another battle in itself with trading. So it's already hard enough. Just my 2 cents, but hey. Use the code PW. You know the vibes. All right, so when he says crazy, they're pushing it now. It seems like they're sweeping higher to go lower. I don't necessarily see that right at the moment. I mean, now could there be a pullback going into the close? Absolutely, right? But you got to trade what's in front of you. So clearly, you had a bull flag here, breakout to the upside. You had the previous 30-minute candle was a bullish engulfing candle, right? If you're trading price action and momentum, that's a momentum candle, right? That's a bullish engulfing candle. So that's telling you that the bulls are trying to be aggressive to take price higher. Now, can they pull it back? Absolutely. I mean, but at the end of the day, it's 3:43 in the afternoon, right? So I don't really care what they do. I'm just basically calling out what's happening in real time in the market, right? I'm just kind of reading the market, and you know, obviously this would have played right above 30, above 62. You had over 30 points on a push, you know, but this would be the level that, you know, if they're gonna continue higher, you know, they're gonna retest that high put in from 10:30 this morning, 10:35 this morning. That's just what it is. You got less than 7 minutes, chat. I'll give you a minute or two on the poll. Right now, we got 455 votes. That's right. 455 votes. Nothing looks bearish here. Yeah, I agree. It's Marietta, right? Did I get that right? I know you changed your name, but I still remember your original. I think I still remember your original name, so user ID. So yeah, I don't see it. If they pull it back, they pull it back. That's fine. I'm not concerned. Here we are. Yeah, sorry about that. I knew it was close to that. Sorry about that. You got to give me some slack. You got thousands of people every day, but yeah, I knew it was something close to that. So sorry about that. Trump is talking about corn dogs. Oh man. Who are you going for in the NBA with the teams left? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind if to be honest, if the Spurs won, I wouldn't mind, to be honest. I mean, I want somebody new, chat. I don't feel sorry for OKC, like I said, because they just won last year, and if you go to their salary, we're just kind of waiting here, chat. We got less than 5 minutes for MOC, right? We're ramping up here, so getting ready. If you go to their salary spot tracker and check their salaries of their like top 3 or 4 players, they all got like max contracts, guys. So I don't feel sorry for them. I want a competitive finals, and I want it to be, you know, so I want it. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you guys know that if you were on the streams, I talked about Cleveland, you know, hoping that they would kind of come through, and these guys just, I mean, they got swept. It's crazy, man. So I mean, besides game 1, it's like they didn't even show up, to be honest. You lost game 1, you should have won that game. You had a crazy lead with like 2 minutes left, and then it was just downhill for them after that. They couldn't recover. That's it. All right, less than 4 minutes here. You got 3 minutes, 23 seconds. You're looking at the upper 100s for a possibility if they're gonna push it. Cray with Lil Ray Ray. You got about 10 seconds. I'm gonna finalize the poll here, chat, for MOC, up or down. So somebody want to know what MOC is. MOC is that last 10 minutes of the market being open, chat. Standard hours. So yes, the market is still open after 4. It's going to be extended hours, but we're only referring to the last 10 minutes. And a lot of times in that last 10 minutes, you get some crazy volatility. Now, it's not all the time. Sometimes it's a dud, or it's just kind of choppy back and forth price action, but a lot of times you do get some volatility in that last 10 minutes. I don't have a bias. I think basically, you know, if they want to push higher, they get back above 96. I think we head, right? I think we head up there to the top of the box or higher. So we'll see. Somebody had a question about Fibonacci. Hey D, how do you generate your key levels? Is it Fibonacci based? No, honestly it isn't. I'm just using basic support and resistance. That's it. Price action, I trade momentum, so just mapping out basic support and resistance, like reactionary levels. All right, we're gonna finalize the poll. Price is pushing now, guys, towards 100. You gotta love it. Just close the poll out, so you got your results. It's great. Here we go. So this is what I was saying to the person that was saying that he thinks that it's just sweeping a level to go lower. We just tapped 30,100. So that was the level that we talked through, and then now you're looking for a possibility above 118. Try to snap those highs up there. When do you need to close the trades for TPT? Yeah, you gotta go to their site and pull that up. Every prop is a little different, to be honest, so you gotta read the rules. I think Apex is like 459, but there's quite a few props that's 445, etc. So you need to be versed on that. You gotta go read the FAQs. All right, 55 seconds left here, chat. Let's see, you got, yeah, right at, I mean, pretty close to 20 points from here. Close longs before last 10 minutes. I mean, that's your personal choice. I mean, if I'm green, I'm not looking to kind of give it back on what could be a sporadic kind of price action candle, right? Kind of opening up. So All right, so you had the top of the box. Kind of getting seesaw action now, guys. So high was put in at 108, and then you had a pullback. You know, is there, so the question is, right, is there profit taking, whatever, kind of going into the close? I nailed 66 points. Nice. Yeah, you had to be quick on that. I mean, well, maybe you had an order in or something kind of sitting, because it pulled back the opposite direction after the pop. So if you were able to catch it, congrats. So you're right at right below the resistance level. Trying to push back up here. And just like I kind of talked about earlier, guys, you see how you got the long wick top and the bottom of the current candle. So there's a battle kind of going on between the bulls and the bears. So that's why you got to be smart. But it's trying to push. Kind of funny how they kind of do this though, because you know some people got chopped, and then now you're going to get the continuation in one direction. You got to love it. All right, 30,110. You gotta love it. Actually, 112. Sorry, printed at 112. 30,112. So those highs, that high was 118.75, guys. So you're like within 7 points. You got within 7 points so far of the high. Your broker can give you MOC orders. Yeah, but trading prop firms here, so I mean, you can trade it. You just have to be quick on the trigger a lot of times. If you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. I think pretty good session here. Obviously had a good morning session as well. So do me a solid if you haven't already, guys. We're less than 100 likes from hitting 1,000 likes, which would put us at, I think, 3,200 likes total between both streams. So trying to keep the streak alive. You know the vibes. If you're new here, this is your first time rocking out with the BDH. We don't take it for granted. We appreciate the support. Make sure you are subscribed and you hit the notification bell. You get an alert when we are live. That's right. If you rock out on a daily basis, you are the real MVP around here. We don't take that for granted either. So without you, there would not be us. So we definitely don't take that for granted, chat. So I appreciate the support. I know PW does as well. So tomorrow's another day. I will be back 9 a.m. for the morning stream, trying to make some more money. And then you got the afternoon show coming up 2 to 4 as well. So that'll be the schedule for the rest of the week, chat. Next week, sounds like we have a mentorship going on. So we're going to get that on and pop in 9 to 4, it sounds like. So that's right. Well, I mean, I think the question now, we hit 30,000 plus. So now what? You know, now the next question is going to be win 31,000. That's what it's going to be. Win 31,000. I hate when I hit that. Come on, man. D, are you staying 40 minutes after close like the other day? Nah, I don't think it'll be 40. I might hang out for a few minutes, but nah, it's not gonna be. I don't think it'll be 40 minutes. Look at Denny, chat. Look at this guy. Oh, y'all see that DMONEY said I'm the real MVP. Look at this guy, Denny. Yo, D, when's the next? Oh man. The next trade setup is tomorrow after 9:30, chat. All right. I mean, hey, it would be hard to think that you didn't make money today, chat. I literally, between the morning session and the afternoon, even talked you through. We had the box drawn out here. The box is still here. We literally just hit 30,112. If you didn't make money, you know, maybe you were shorting the market or something. I don't know. Not even being funny. Maybe you were shorting the market or something. I don't know. We got to hit 1,000 likes though, guys. Do me a solid. That's all I asked. It's a free stream. It's free to like, free to subscribe. You know the vibes. We're sitting at 979 likes. So we're almost there, chat. We need less than 20 likes at this point, right? To be at 1,000 likes. And we just hit it. So I appreciate the support, guys. So that puts us at 3,200 likes minimum on the day, which is cray with little Ray Ray between both streams. So we had 2,200 this morning and we had 1,000 this afternoon. So I appreciate that, guys. That's 3,200 likes on the day. Cray with little Ray Ray. DMONEY, I was down 1,700 last week on my funders. This week I'm back up 400. Do you think I can save it? Well, I mean, whatever you did to get it back, I think I would just continue the same thing. I mean, today's price action, in all honesty, chat, was pretty encouraging because at least we had like some trending kind of market price action, right? We had pump to the upside. Now, some of these candles, so we know that some of these candles, guys, right, you know, it looks better than, you know, we got obviously some nice momentum kind of trades here. Then I literally called out that it looks like the market's slow grinding to the upside, right? So we broke out above the ORB and then started to kind of take off. You're getting in on retracements to ride it back up. That was the most important thing. Or else you had to sit through a lot more drawdown than you probably wanted to sit through, chat. That's all I'm saying, right? With this over here to the downside, that retracement was sloppy because you kept getting drops for lower lows, and then you'll get a push right back up, 30-40 point retracement. So you had to get in on the wick, basically be informed, trying to ride this thing back down, or else you got chopped here, right? This was this breakout was actually pretty clean. You guys saw me take, I think, 1 or 2 trades where I got chopped. You know, the direction I took along, and I think it was probably here, right, chat? Took along, and we got some pullback deeper than I wanted. Didn't want to give it more than 20. It actually dropped down to 7 or 6 and then pulled back. Right, went back up. So pretty clean though overall. You know, it's just a matter of will this continue, guys? That's the question, right? From a news standpoint, we do have some earnings tomorrow. We do have earnings tomorrow, chat, for a few companies that may impact the market after market close. So, and then as far as red folder, tomorrow's the 27th. Looks like I don't see any red folder again tomorrow. So unless Trump comes out and says something, it looks like there's red folder on the horizon for Thursday, chat. So that'll be coming up later on in the week. First time, I'll join in tomorrow from the start. Hey, we appreciate that. Why not? Yeah, I'll be live tomorrow at 9 a.m. And then 9 to 12:30, 2 to 4. His bonus was the G-Wagon, J Mark. Oh man, when you right, you right. Oh man. But I am interested in that game tonight. I hope that the Spurs make this, you know, because at this point, chat, it's tied 2-2, right? So we know that it's basically best out of 3. Whoever wins 2 games, right, out of the next 3 games is gonna win that series. So, you know, you're hoping that the Spurs. I hope Wemby stays healthy. I know people don't want to hear that. There was somebody that got upset this morning because I guess he wants OKC to win, but I just want a good series. So how long does it take for payout? Yeah, the payouts are pretty quick, guys. Lucid, I think, is probably the quickest. TPT is pretty quick as well, but to be honest, guys, Lucid, I think is the quickest out there, to be honest. That money, once I request that money, chat, in my account tonight, I'll request it at 6. It'll be in my account probably within an hour. Not even, right? I mean, maybe 30 minutes. It's gonna be there. So, I mean, you can't beat it. As long as your bank supports instant payments, it'll be in your account. It'll be in my account, which obviously it does. It'll be in my account tonight. Mummy Gum, thanks DMONEY, halfway to passing my first 5 Apex evals and 3 Lucids. You have totally changed my trading. Have a good night. Go Spurs. Hey, I appreciate the kind words, man. Chat, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna cry or anything, but that makes me want to go harder, chat. I honestly mean that. So I appreciate the kind words, but you know, at the end of the day, I don't hit buy or sell for anybody. PW doesn't hit buy or sell for anybody. So, but we do. It does feel good to know that we are adding some value to this whole prop firm trading space, and that's you know, that's means more than anything, chat, to be honest, right? So it's deeper than just streaming, guys, right? There's more to it than just streaming. So The reality is that if people are learning, and I mean, if you would have told me, like I've said this before, but if you would have told me a couple years back that, hey, you'll be rocking out in front of 5,000, 6,000, 6,000 people live trading, doing what you love to do. And I kid you not, chat, you can go to my YouTube page and you will literally see me on Zoom calls with 3 or 4 people at certain times. I'm not kidding. So, I mean, the impact, from that standpoint, guys, I don't take it for granted. I appreciate the support. So just going to try to continue to get better as a trader and as a streamer for you guys. So you got to love it. Let me and Jerome hold $5. Yeah, I'm not letting Jerome hold anything, chat, because I'm not going to get it back from Jerome. Make no mistake about it. So Jerome is going to view that as a come up, guys, where, he's just looking to get over. He's not going to look for. And I don't know. Speaking of that, I don't know why my thumbnail, guys, somebody changed my thumbnail, my YouTube thumbnail. I got to get with PW, chat. I noticed a pattern, guys. Every time PW goes, he leaves, South Florida, there's always something weird with Jerome going on. So, they had the whole shirt deal. They basically had the website, wherejerome.com, right? Now all of a sudden my thumbnail has Jerome in it. Like, why does my YouTube thumbnail on PW's, obviously the BDH page, why does my thumbnail have Jerome in it, guys? Like, what is this about? So I got to get with PW, chat. And it's one of those things where, obviously PW thinks it's funny. I tried to get Jerome Trespass, and he said that's not happening, guys. So you guys tell me, what do I need to do to get this guy permanently off the freaking stream and out of my life? Because it's crazy, man. Just passed my first eval. Thank you for the help. Hey, Khaled, 3568. Congrats. Now the party starts. Right now the party starts, because when you pass the eval and you're in the funded stage, it's real. And how are you going to trade, right? Are you going to wait for A+ setups? Hopefully you are. Can you decipher between a choppy and a trending market? Because that's the thing, right? I've done that so many times as well, chat. You get your funded account, right? You're pumped up, you're fired up, chat, because you're like, oh, hey, this is it. Right? This is it. Like, I'm gonna be rich. And then what happens? The day that you trade, it's a choppy day, and you end up getting chopped up, guys, and then the account's gone. And then the next day, you know what happens? You get a nice trend day when it's like a 500, 600 point mover, and all you had to do was be patient and kind of decide that, today's not, ideal price action for me. I'm gonna wait. And then you would have been better off. I've done it, chat. It's like, I don't know why. I don't know why that happens, but it happens a lot, chat. It's like, and I don't know if it's because, you're super excited because, maybe, you've been trying to get funded for a while, and, I understand, because I've done it so many times myself. That's why I can speak on these things. The next day, use code PW. Hey, when you write, you write. I mean, when you write, you write. How do you identify momentum on a 5-minute chart? Yeah, we kind of talked through that already, right? So you got to rock out with us. You'll pick up on that. So you hear me talking about the higher time frame. You're trying to look at the momentum kind of building on a higher time frame, and you're going down to the 5-minute chart, preferably, or 15-minute chart, and you're trying to join the momentum, right? So, like, as an example, we talked through this already. You had the bullish momentum at 10 o'clock, put in new highs, right? 30,118, had to pull back, respected the EMAs, formed some kind of support here. That's why I had this kind of mapped out. It's still there from earlier. Formed some kind of support, and then we push out of it, right? So you're expecting this level to hold, because we know that there's a lot of bullish momentum, and that 4-hour and 1-hour chart was, has been pretty bullish all day, guys. If you kind of look at this now, yeah, the current candle at 4 o'clock, which nobody's really looking at, is bearish. But outside of that, we've only had one candle that was bearish, chat. That was 11 o'clock candle. Every other 1-hour candle has been bullish since 3 a.m. or 4 o'clock, 4 a.m. this morning. So you're looking for large size candles, right, on the higher time frame after retracements, preferably. And then you're going down to the 5-minute chart and you're looking for large size candles after retracements. That's going to give you clues that the bulls are stepping back into the market, right? Then you add in the bullish EMA cross, which is going to give you confluence, right? Then you're going to add in, equal lows as an example, bullish engulfing candles. We talked through the 30-minute chart where we saw that we had a bullish engulfing candle on the 30-minute chart. You've had it actually a couple times here, chat, to be honest. So if you kind of look at this, take this off. So, and somebody was joking around today. I might as well take these off because we're already at the end of the session. So, if you look here, chat, the opening 30-minute candle was a bullish engulfing candle, 9:30, right? Bullish engulfing. The 7:30 candle today, 30-minute chart, was a bullish engulfing candle, bullish pin bar, right? You look here at this candle. This is the candle we talked through here, right? There's another, yeah, it's here. Sorry about that, guys. Another bullish engulfing candle, 30-minute chart, right? So just continuous momentum to the upside. So that's why you saw in the chat, people were saying that, hey, today's the day, you just buy it and walk away, right? So because price is clearly trending to the upside. That's just what it is, right? So you're looking for large size candles in the direction of the higher, preferably in the direction of the higher time frame. That's going to keep you out of trouble. In this case, it was longs. So that exact thing happened to me this morning. I used code PW. Yeah. I missed what time you said you would be live tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. chat, Eastern Standard Time. So that'll be the schedule for the rest of this week. So I'm going to rock out 9 to 12:30. So 9 to 12:30 and then come back 2 to 4 chat. That's going to be the schedule for the rest of the week. So if you're new to the channel, turn on your notifications, hit the subscribe button, and you will definitely get a feel. You'll get a notification when I'm live. But that's the schedule for the rest of the week. Made no mistake about it. How do we figure out when to use different time frame charts? No, you always have to use. So I mean, I'm going to be biased here, chat, right? That's just me, how I trade. I always try to incorporate the higher time frame, because if you don't know what's going on the higher time frame, you're going to have some issues at some point, and you're not going to understand why. So the perfect example, even something simple like this, chat, like how we kind of talked about before, right? The higher time frame, we'll go to the 1 hour because the same thing happened on the 1 hour chart. A little cleaner on the 4 hour though. Actually, let me show you on the 4 hour. Looks a little cleaner. Looks a little better, I think, for an example. So you had the highs put in up here. You had a retracement right to the 14. So you can literally map out, chat, the 14 EMA on the 4 hour chart and go down to the 5-minute chart, right? Kind of looking for support to kind of build up and bounce off of this box, right? You draw it on the 4 hour and then you go down to the 5-minute chart and you're looking for, now this 4 hour candle was, as an example, this one was at 2 a.m., right? Just as an example, guys. So you go down here, you're going to go to 2 a.m. and you're looking for something that shows you that price is pushing to the upside, right? And you can see down here, you got You got like a double bottom kind of formation. You got higher highs. You got basically a consolidation box that we broke out of and never went back. Kind of similar to what happened today when we mapped out those levels, right? You had a breakout, consolidation, breakout, higher high, retracement, higher high, consolidation, breakout, right? And then we just kind of stayed above that box the whole time. So you're looking for the continuation. That can be an EMA cross as well, chat. You see how you got the EMA cross that formed? Took a while, but you got a bullish EMA cross. You got a bullish engulfing candle right here, right? So those are triggers that's telling you to get long, and you're basing that off the higher time frame. You just got to know what you're looking for. That's the issue, right? So if you don't incorporate the higher time frame, you're almost trading blind, chat. You're almost trading blind because you're not equipping yourself with more confidence to kind of hold some of these setups. So Lucid Pro or Flex, yeah. So yeah, to be honest, it depends on if you want to pass in one day or not. That's basically what it's. I mean, you got 3-day payouts on Lucid Pro accounts. You got 5-day payouts on Lucid Flex. I don't mind 5-day payouts, chat. I honestly don't, right? These accounts for me are actually you know, I personally don't care. It doesn't bother me one bit that I got to trade 5 days, because that kind of takes the pressure off of trying to squeeze everything into like 3 days, right? I mean, that's just me, guys. So you got to decide, right? You got options, guys. Use code PW. You got 50% off the first 2 accounts. After that, it goes to 30% off. So pro accounts, you use the 50K example. They are a little bit more expensive, right? You got obviously 50% off right now, 2 accounts with PW, right, as the code. But the reality is that you can pass the pro in 1 day if you want. And I know that's a draw for a lot of people. Once you get it funded, you got a 40% consistency rule. So it doesn't matter the account size, guys. It's going to be the same, right? Still 40% consistency rule. Obviously, your target, your profit target and all that's going to change, but I'm just kind of breaking it down. Once you're funded, you got 3 days to pay out, but you got a 40% consistency rule. So even though you can get a payout in 3 days, you still got a 40% consistency rule, right? So if you're trying to get the max payout on these accounts, right, so which would be $2,000, you got to factor in the consistency, right? Which is about 1,200. So I mean, that's enough room. The consistency is not bad at all, right? So but every 3 days there. The reason why I like Flex, chat, is because I mean, yeah, it's 5 days. You got to, so let me back up. It's 50% consistency rule. So it's going to take you minimum 2 days to pass. You don't have a time limit because there's no monthly fee, right? You pay a one-time fee. But it's a little cheaper than the pro account, but 50% consistency, right? In the evaluation stage, once you're funded, no consistency rule at all, 5 days to pay out, etc., right? No buffer, obviously. Minimum payouts $500. I like Flex, chat. You know, because I found that, you know, okay, yeah, you can rush it and try to you know, do 1 day pass, and that's fine. If that's what you want to do, is your option. Maybe you caught the market on a nice trend day and you were able to kind of ride that momentum. Oh, one other thing here, chat, before I forget. I think I forget to talk about that a lot, to be honest, that one kind of difference between Pro and Flex. So Flex does not have a daily loss limit, chat. Pro does have a daily loss limit, right? So if you're, you know, now that could be a good or bad thing for you, depending on, you know, how you're trading. If you get tilted, obviously that's, you know, but you got a daily loss limit, so that could protect you in Pro. but there is no DLL in Flex, right? There's no daily loss limits, your total balance. So just a heads up on that. You have to create a buffer to get paid. Yeah, you got to have a minimum payout of $500, and you can only take out 50% up to the max amount of your balance in your account. So the reality is, so if you're on Flex and you want to take out $2,000 max payout, you need to have $4,000 in your account, right? And then you got the 90-10 profit split. So just a heads up. I hate DLL. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of pointing that out, chat. You do have a daily loss limit on Pro. You got a daily loss limit on Pro, and you got a daily loss limit on the straight to funded accounts as well. So Flex is the only one that does not have a DLL in the evaluation or funded stage. So just a heads up on that. So 50% off 2 accounts using the code PW, and after that goes to 30%. That's right. Price is hanging out here, 30,069, guys. It'd be interesting to kind of see now that we already hit that 30K milestone that everybody was watching for, how price reacts in the days going forward. So obviously we'll have to be mindful of that. So just use PW for another Lucid account. Nice, Tim. Appreciate the support, man. Yeah, so yeah, I just kind of broke it down for you guys. You got options, chat. That's the biggest thing. You got options, right? The more that the props, now, and I will say this, I know PW said it as well, made no mistake about it, that Lucid has quickly ascended to being, I think, in the top 2, top 3, without a doubt, chat, props out there. So, I mean, right? Speed of payout. The CEO is very active. They got a crazy Discord where he's active in there and all that. So it is what it is. Just being honest. D-Money, you just gave the community over $1 million of information concerning using the boxes, rectangles on a higher time frame on a shorter time frame. Thank you. Hey, I do what I can, man, honestly. So you know why I can't create a TPT account? No, I do not, Jesus. You got to reach out to their support. I have no idea why. So reach out to their support. You can, they have a virtual chat. If you go to the website, they got a virtual chat that you can try to reach out and find out, get some answers. So chat, I don't obviously, right, I'm not support for the prop firms, so you would have to reach out directly to them, kind of figure out what's going on. Is Lucid code working? Yeah, it should be. PW should be working. Yeah. What's the code for the G-Wagon? Yeah, this guy, man. Oh, man. All right, guys, I'm going to get ready to call it here. I'll be back tomorrow at 9 o'clock. You know the vibes. So if you haven't already, do me a solid, guys. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, why not? Why would you not be? I mean, maybe I'm biased, but I think that's insanity if you're not subscribed. So I think I'm gonna get some chicken parm here, chat, for dinner. That's right. So I think I'm gonna put an order in for some chicken parm. Feeling like some chicken parm. I got some white wine at the spot. So a little chicken parm and some white wine, guys. I don't have my daughter tonight. I had her for the last 3 days, chat. So I had her Friday, Saturday, Sunday, no daycare, right? Daycare opened back up today. So it's been like, listen, Terrible Twos is real. So I am definitely going to enjoy myself today and like watch the game. So, all right, guys, I appreciate the support. I'll see you guys back tomorrow. Stay safe. On the way out, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you know what to do. I'll catch you guys 9 a.m. tomorrow. Until then, we on.